Guys, just a super quick pickups video. If you enjoy, then please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I try to get new content out every single week, and my main focus, certainly at the moment, is very much on the Master System. Before we get started on the pickups for April, I just wanted to give shout outs to 3 people. So first of all, my mate Mark has been on YouTube a little while now. He's got a really cool collection. He puts videos out not on a too sort of regular basis, but when he can, really. So I'd really appreciate if you went out and checked out some of his content that he's done, some of his vids, reviews, stuff like that, and just consider subscribing to him. That'd be great. I'll put a link down below. Secondly, Clint, who most of you will be aware of who Clint is. He does the Tuesday teasers, which are awesome. He seems to be going through the alphabet, so I think he'll be taking a fair while to get through all of them. But yeah, going through alphabetical order for all the Master System games. And of course he takes part in the Master System Challenge fairly regularly too. And then finally, my friend Kev, not on YouTube, but does have a really cool Instagram account. He's got a mega collection, and he quite regularly puts photos out of new stuff that he picks up. He's got tons of pictures on there now of all of his collection and stuff. It's awesome. So yeah, not a YouTube account, but an Instagram. So please go and check him out too. I'll put links of all 3 down below. Right, so April for myself hasn't been mega busy, but I'll start off with some of the charity shop pickups, and we'll go on to the Master System stuff. So if you're here for the Master System stuff, which a lot of you probably will be, then maybe just wind on to the end if you want to. It's up to you. Anyway, we'll start off with the stuff that I picked up from charity shops. So I've got Sonic Rivals on the PSP. Never played this one, but I do love my PSP games. This was only cheap in the charity shop in the village that we live in, and it's got the manual as well. So quite looking forward to giving that one a try for sure. I've never played it before, so I don't know if it's any good. Hopefully it will be. I do like a bit of Sonic. Next one is Crash Mind Over Mutant, and I kind of missed the boat on all of the Crash games. By the time they came out, I was playing, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, all that sort of stuff. I certainly wasn't playing these sorts of games. But it was in the charity shop. It's about 99p or something I paid for it. So I thought, you know what, I'll have that. It came with the manual as well. Although it does have a horrible yellow sticker on it. I think it was actually Goldtooth Gaming that was talking about them horrible yellow stickers on some of his Xbox games, unfortunately. So, but for my collection, it's more than good. Next one is Moonlighter. So I've been after a copy of this for a little while. I wasn't like super desperate to get it, but it came up on, I think it's called stockmustgo.co.uk or something like that, and I got it for just a £5. It was in their sale. They then emailed me with another 15 or 20% offer on top of that. So yeah, I only paid a £5. I think it might be second hand, but I'm not too fussed. I've been eyeing it up for absolutely ages because it looks quite cool. So yeah, Moonlighter. I'll probably never get around to playing it, as on the PS5 that I do play when I'm not playing Master System. All my time's going on Elden Ring at the moment. But anyway, nice to have. Okay, so next one up is a copy of Red Dead Redemption, and it's sealed. I couldn't believe this was in a charity shop sealed, but there we are. It's actually quite heavy, so I think it must have come with like a map and some other stuff in there as well. I'm obviously not going to open it. I'm going to keep it sealed because I do have a few sealed games in my collection, which I know it's a bit weird. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really like just having brand new stuff in my collection. That's just what I prefer. So I'll definitely be keeping hold of that. I have played, I think maybe about halfway through. I do own it already. I'm probably about halfway through, which I just pick it up now and again whenever I'm in the mood. So yeah, nice to have a sealed one in the collection. It was only up again, like £1, £1.50. So I certainly wasn't going to leave it there. Then we've got Oblivion Game of the Year edition for the PS5. Sorry, PS3, PS5, PS3. Sorry. And although I played it on the 360, I quite liked the idea for, again, just like £1 in the charity shop. Why not? But the manual and the map are mint. They don't even look like they've been opened up. So I'm not even going to open them up, in fact. So we're just going to put them back carefully. So yeah, for like £1, £1.50, Oblivion. I think Game of the Year edition has all of like the Shimmering Isle and all the other DLC. So yeah, job's a good one. It was such an amazing game when it came out as well. It's like my although my wife had played Morrowind, I think this was like my first proper Elder Scrolls game. It was absolutely class. So with that, I also picked up on a separate day in a different shop. I also picked up the 5th anniversary copy of Oblivion as well on the 360. Now this is more sort of the version that I was used to, although I just had the normal one. So to have the 5th anniversary edition is pretty cool. Again, it's like 99p, something like that. And again, I've really lucked out. It's got a really mint manual and a really mint map as well. So yeah, dead chuffed. So yeah, pretty cool for games that, I don't know about nostalgia, it wasn't that long ago these came out, but I certainly have very fond memories of playing this one, like life just before sort of kids and stuff like that, where I could throw hours and hours at an Xbox and not feel guilty. And then the same time I picked that up, in the same shop they had a copy of Skyrim as well. The reason I got this, I own Skyrim already. I think most people probably do, but it just had absolutely everything in it. So it had like this Skyrim card thing, which is like the download for the, I forget, was it the Move? It'll probably say, oh, the Kinect, not the Move, the Kinect, which I do still have my Kinect somewhere in the loft. It's got the Try Xbox Live with a code on the back. It's got the manual, and it's got a really nice map. I'm not going to open all of it out, but yeah, the map for this one, I can't remember it being like this, but it's made of some like really thick parchment-y type. Like, listen, you can hear that. Hopefully you can. Just a really like nice, I don't know, like old school map material. I don't really know how to describe it. It is basically just like parchment, I suppose. So yeah, it had all of that in it, and I thought, right, well, I was picking up Oblivion anyway, so and I wasn't going to leave it there. So yeah, I thought, right, I'll have that too. And then for the modern stuff, this is kind of the last one. So I picked up a copy of Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. And I picked this up for my wife, actually. We went to CEX, me and my lad, to take some, I returned some Master System games that came through from CEX. And they were like properly bobbins. You know, I wasn't going to keep them. So I just, I ended up trading to get this for my wife. It doesn't run on the PS4, unfortunately, because in fact I'm not sorry, it doesn't run on the PS5. I'm sorry, I don't know why, if it's incompatible or I've no idea, but luckily I'd forgotten that when we bought a digital copy of Detroit Become Human, you got a free copy of Heavy Rain, which was like the PS4 port. So we had it digitally that I'd just completely forgotten about, so I just downloaded that. So she's not started it yet, but it's just another physical game for her little collection that she's got going on, so I think she's quite pleased with that. Right, so on to some of the more retro stuff for now. And to start off with, I also picked up from CEX a copy of Loaded, this is like the big box edition. and I'll just show you guys inside. I'm sure a lot of you guys will probably be aware of what Loaded is and whatnot. So it's got the... It doesn't have the game in it, sorry. The game is in my PlayStation. So there's the game, sorry. So I'll put that back there. And the copy of Alien Trilogy, I'll put back in its proper box. Anyway, it's got the manual, and in the back it's got, I don't know, it never came with the second disc, the game, I don't think. But it's got this in the back, some sort of piece of paper or something, I don't know. But yeah, like 15 quid. Seen it on eBay, go for a heck of a lot more. I used to go round a lad's house when I was probably like about 15 or something, and play the crap out of this game loads. We never got very far. We kind of played it over and over quite a bit. So I've got quite a bit of nostalgia for this, and I do want to start building out some of my smaller collections. I just want to buy the games that I used to have, basically, for the PlayStation, and maybe a couple of others. So yeah, Loaded. And then secondly, so I've got another game for my Mega Drive collection. I started looking at just a few Mega Drive games, the ones that I would really like to own for the Mega Drive. Picked this up for about 20 quid. No manual or anything, but you know, it's just got the cartridge, which I'm happy with. And yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts. I completed last year the Master System version. I don't know I'll finish this one, but yeah, I'm just super pleased to have it in the collection. So yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts for the Mega Drive. Okay, so I also picked up a Game & Watch, which is the Zelda one. I was watching these for ages. When they came out, I wanted one straight away. I'd spent a ton of money on Master System games that month probably, so I didn't bother getting one. So I've got one now. I only paid like 25 quid for it, so I was quite pleased to get it for that. From, I think it was Curry's. So yeah, it will go with my little Mario one that I've got as well, quite nicely on the shelf. So I'm quite pleased to have that one. Right, okay, onto the Master System stuff. So I try and fly through these as quick as I can. I don't want the video to be stupid long or anything. But yeah, first of all, I've got a couple of games that I did tweet about earlier in the month that I swapped. So, well, I say swapped. So, a really nice guy called Craig said, I put a tweet up about something that I bought and said, like, oh, I've only got 24 games to go. And he said, oh, what games do you need? So I just sent him the list, and he goes, oh, I've got Putt and Putter with the manual. You can have it. And I tried to pay him. I tried to give him something for it. And he said, no, just have it. You know, it's not, nothing you can give me for it. He wrote me a little note, which may be a bit sentimental, I don't know, but I really like getting little notes with my games, so I keep hold of them. And then my friend Charlotte, who, in fact, I'll put a link to Charlotte's YouTube channel down below as well. I didn't even know she had one, but she does. She did a response to the Master System monster thing that I did, where I pulled my shirt off a few weeks ago. Anyway, enough about that. But yeah, she had a copy of Speedball, and I had 2 copies of Speedball 2. So I said, look, please, I'm not going to let you just give it to me. Let's do a swap. So I've been doing loads of these swaps since appearing on the swap shop, because I don't really like taking money off people if I can help it. So I'm still working on a few other swaps as well that will probably be next month now. But yeah, so we did a little swap. She got my spare copy of Speedball 2, and I got this rascal. So yeah, really pleased. And again, it's bless her, she sent me some chocolates with it and a few other bits and pieces. She sent me a manual for another game. I think it was one of the Ayrton Senna 2 racing game. I think it was that one. And she also sent me some little plastic wallety things for my SegaCarts to go into, which is super helpful as well. She said she bought a load of them when she was doing her, I think it was like PC Engine or something, that she has some games for, I think. Yeah, so yeah, dead chuff with that. I picked a copy up of SCI, which I was dead pleased with. Got it as part of that trade-in to CEX that I went to. And luckily, it had a really minty looking manual. In fact, all of it looks really nice, actually. So that was like a tenner. I thought, you can't really pick Master System games up for a tenner much these days anyway, let alone to have it in like properly mint condition. So yeah, really pleased with that, actually, especially with being CEX. So yeah, dead chuffed. I had my lad with me as well, which is quite a nice day out. Right, what to show next? So I managed to pick up a copy of Golvilius, which I owned, but it was it's the US copy that I have, which is fine, but I just really wanted the PAL copy. So and you can tell, again, I'll give you guys a bit of it, hopefully you can see that. So there's a little number on the spine there at the bottom, and also usually the American ones say a San Francisco address at the bottom there, and they're usually, not all, but usually distributed by Tonka Toys, and of course Tonka is not English or European. So yeah, so Golvilius, the PAL edition, I've seen it. I mean, some of them go for like 60, 70, 80 stupid, more maybe. And I was quite pleased to pick that up for, I think it was about 20 quid, 20 something quid. So yeah, really pleased. Okay, I did, I don't know if you've seen my stuff on Twitter before, or some of my videos before, and you've been watching a while, you'll be aware that my copy of Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, is horrible. Absolutely turgid. It's covered in people that have written codes all on it. So I finally managed to replace it and got a really nice copy of Wonder Boy, which I got it for about £12 or something. And it's a really not like properly lovely condition copy of Wonder Boy to make up for that really turgid copy that I had for just far too long, which I'll probably keep because it's just almost, I'm just used to having it around. But yeah, a really nice copy of Wonder Boy 3 there. Finally get a really nice copy in the collection. So yeah, quite pleased with that one. I picked up a copy of Rampart that again I got on eBay. I don't think it's it's not too bad. I was going to say it's not mint. It's not far off actually. Copy. So yeah, Rampart is just one that I need. I don't know if it's particularly that great, but yeah, I paid like about £8 or something for it. So it might have been a bit more with it. Might have been about £10 or £11 actually with the postage. So quite pleased with that. I picked up a copy of World Cup '94. So this was on a reseller's website. It's like a shop. I can't remember the name of the shop though for the life of me. If it comes to me, I'll have to jot it down. And yeah, I needed a copy of World Cup '94, and it's kind of got all of the bits and pieces. The manual's actually really nice. So so yeah, I got World Cup '94. Again, I probably won't play it. I don't play many of the football games, but yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare to find a copy, to be honest with you. So finding that for, I think it was 25 I paid for it. So so yeah, not too bad. I might have overpaid, I don't know. And then lastly, my buddy Kev had a spare copy of Gamebox, which is it's a Brazilian tech toy game. I've not even tried it yet, but it's got a couple of the events from California Games in there, surf and BMX, I think. Nothing special, but you know, he said, "Oh, I'm only gonna sell it. You know, if you want it, then you can have it for sort of what I paid for it." You know, I was like, "Yeah, cool, thanks ever so much." So I thought, you know, it'd be another nice Brazilian one just to have in the collection, and it wasn't so much. So yeah, quite pleased to have this one. And again, you know, it's got all of the stuff in there. I probably won't play it because I've played California Games to death. But yeah, just a nice one to sort of have in the collection, really. So, so yeah. And that's it. I mean, it's not been a mega busy month, and I've been that busy with work. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, though, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I say, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the vid, then please leave a thumbs up and join me in the comments below. And I will see you soon. Thank you.